Welcome back to the Financial Logistician. I'm your host, All-Nighter Hider. And again, I want to read some legal definitions. I just want to jump into this. Oh, I had a great live stream tonight with some REI buddies of mine. REI stands for Real Estate Investing. Marco Shiro, financial firefighter. Curtis with PE turned RE. Harrison is Trade Better 99. We had Jared from REI Jared show up. Yeah, a bunch of good friends from the community I'm in. I'll link that video in the description because that was a fun one. Jumping into it, hi Kitty. Color of authority. You know what? Let's actually start with color because most people associate color with red, white, and blue. Stuff like that. But color, legally defined, is an appearance, semblance, or I should have read this one earlier. Simulacrum. 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 I gotta figure out how to say that word. Pronounce. An appearance, semblance, or simulacrum as distinguished from that which is real. A prima facie or apparent right. Hence, a deceptive appearance, a plausible, assumed exterior concealing a lack of reality. A disguise or pretext. That's pretty good, actually. I liked reading that one. Color of authority. That semblance or presumption of authority sustaining the acts of a public officer which is derived from his apparent title to the office or from a writ or other process in which his hands apparently valid and regular. What? That semblance or presumption of authority sustaining the act of a public officer which is derived from his apparent title to the office or from a writ or other process in his hands apparently valid and regular. Okay, there we go. Gotta read it right with the right cadence. Color of law. The appearance or semblance without the substance of legal right. I mean, that pretty much sums that one up. Yeah, color of law is not right. It's a lie. It's a straight out law lie. Color of office. An act unjustly done by the countenance of an office, being grounded upon corruption, to which the office is as a shadow and color. A claim or assumption of right to do an act by virtue of an office made by a person who is legally destitute of any such right. Good stuff. That came from my Black's Law Dictionary, Volume 4 again. Alright, so I just want to read a couple quick things. I wanted to get a video out. I did the live stream earlier, and it was an hour and a half, I think. Really good live stream. I absolutely loved it. Probably should have talked about that before I did the boring reading. But whatever, you guys are still here, so thank you for that. Yeah, I'll link that in the description. It was a real estate live stream, but a lot of fun. You know, we all it was almost like an accountability meeting. Actually, what I did in that, I needed accountability. Not to be hard on myself. I'm not getting down on myself, but I do feel like my journey's moving a little slower than I really want it to. I understand being patient. I understand the process is going to take time. I really do. But it also has been 9 months. And I shouldn't say but. But it has been 9 months. And although I've anticipated that, I mean, I could go 2 years without collecting a distribution payment from the LLC, which owns the property. So if you don't know, the property is owned by the LLC gets paid the rent gets distributed to us, the owners of the LLC. That's what it's called. A distribution is the actual legal term of a payment. So yeah, I could go 2 years without collecting anything. I don't care. It's the the process is building. The equity is getting built. I'm not looking for appreciation in the property. It's a cash flow property. I'm not looking for appreciation. If there's going to be any appreciation, it's going to be forced. It's not going to be the market moving up. But yeah, anyways, I understand I'm not going to be getting paid for a while. I understand it. I comprehend it. I knew that going in, but it doesn't make it any easier. Also, when I went back there for, I think it was almost 2 months or 6 weeks, something like that. I don't even remember. I take so many trips now. I travel a lot. I have no idea where I even go. When I went back there, though, I stopped working for income, and I took all that time and I devoted it to the project, which, great, awesome. I love it. I love doing it. I don't have any regrets. But that still doesn't make it any easier. It was still very difficult to swallow that 6 weeks of no income and still having expenses. I still had the same expenses. Even though I've cut my expenses down very, very light, I still have expenses. And I needed to get those paid during I think it was 6 weeks I was there. And then gas money coming back. Thank God my team, my LLC team, my business partners team, I'll call them team, they got together. Son's leaving me messages. They got together and they got me a gas card, which I picked up in Oklahoma when I went and saw Lisa, and that was critical. That was actually really critical. It was $50, and man, that was like right what I needed. Yeah, that was pretty cool. But it took me a little bit of time to recover from that. Going 6 weeks without any income and actually having to pay all my expenses was really difficult. It wasn't like Alaska where I'm going and I'm earning. It was where I'm going, I'm earning a bunch of money, but I didn't get paid that money directly right off the bat. Well, I kind of do get paid from Alaska sometimes. It's not very fast. Hi, kitty. Yeah, so real estate it's a slow grind starting off. It's a really slow grind. I made a video in the beginning of this year where I said my goals were I wanted to purchase my own property using a DSCR, because that's about all I'm limited to, being self-employed. I really don't have any income to show. I really don't. I mean, on paper, I don't have much on paper. I don't know if I'm negative. I'm uncollectible. That's a good feeling. That's a pretty good feeling, actually. Uncollectible. I don't have any assets. So kiss my ass. Bets. But because I don't have any income to show, it's very difficult for me to actually do anything in real estate. Lenders want to see something. So when I don't have anything to show lenders, I go for a DSCR loan, which is a debt service coverage ratio. What that means is a big long string of words: debt service, payment of that debt, coverage ratio. How much is that asset going to produce to cover the bill? Generally 1.3 is a good, I think that's what the lenders look for. So what does 1.3 mean? That's the ratio. So if the property is producing $1,300 a month, then am I saying that right? If the rent is $1,000 a month, we'll say that. If the property, starting over. If the property is producing $1,000 a month in rent, start over again. $1,300 a month in rent. The loan can only be up to $1,000. If that makes any sense. I probably confused everybody out there. So the property's pulling in $1,300. They look at that $300 extra as a buffer. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's a buffer. So that 1.3 is the coverage ratio. You need to get at least 30% more is what the 0.3 is. Now that you're thoroughly confused, let's jump on to another subject, which I have no idea where we're going to go. The video. I was talking about how slow I feel like I'm going. Like I said, it's been 9 months. I haven't gotten a rent check yet. That's totally fine. But it'd be nice to get one mentally. It'd be nice to get past that hurdle. Jared today was saying how that first rent check he got was really pivotal because it made it real. Well, I haven't gotten a rent check yet. It's totally real. It's totally real. I'm sold out for real estate. It's totally sold out. I don't see another way at my age of 43 to get ahead really fast. I'm going to start a business, but that business is going to be for the purpose of creating more real estate and purchasing more real estate. What was it? So I didn't actually get to it in that video, but I was thinking how because I have decreased my expenses to just a crazy phenomenal point, I'm very, very comfortable, like to the point of complacency. So I felt like I needed to get out there and say, hey, I'm not doing enough. I needed to light my own fire under my ass. And it was funny because everybody's like, "Oh man, Hyder, you're great. You've done so much." And yeah, I have. I've built a great foundation. It's weird. It's kind of weird to pat myself on the back, but I have. My gosh, all I did was get on YouTube and start interacting. That's all it really was. Liking, sharing, and commenting. I did leave some smart ass comments. All right, so my comments were a little off color. There's that use of color. Yeah, I have a good foundation, but I don't feel like I have a whole lot of building blocks to build on top of that foundation. So that's where the nonprofit comes in. I need something else. I need something else. I need some subsistence. So the handyman job is it's not really cutting it. I haven't been able to scale it. I shouldn't say I haven't been able to scale it. I haven't tried to scale it. I don't want to scale it, to be honest. I want to get out of the trades. My body hurts. I'm sick of being just broken. I need to go see Josh down there in TJ with his buddies and TJ and go suck up some stem cells, fix my body. I think that was it. I'll end it at that. 13 minutes. I'll do my outro. So I feel like I'm going too slow, although I'm probably at a really natural pace. It's funny because I feel like I'm going too slow, but I also feel balanced. I feel really balanced. I get to do what I want. I kind of feel like I'm already retired. Yeah, I do work, and I get to pick my jobs, and I got to work those jobs that I pick. But I get so much freedom because my expenses are so low. I just don't have that much driving me, unfortunately. But because I don't have that much driving me, I don't have that many liabilities. So it gives me a lot of free time. So I can go fishing with my son, which we might do tomorrow. He was just texting me saying I didn't pick him up this morning because he didn't feel good. And I guess he doesn't feel 100% yet, so we're gonna work it out in the morning. I may go to work tomorrow, I may not. If I pick my son up and he's not feeling it, I will not push him, and we may just go fishing. Maybe not. I may just shoot some archery in the backyard and let him do his thing here, feel better, drink water, and yeah, chicken soup, stuff like that. All right, I said I'd end it a minute and a half ago. I'm really gonna do it this time. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's good seeing you, Josh, on the stream earlier, on Luke's stream. That was fun. Yeah, Bitcoin's doing it, man. I didn't really answer Mark's question. I said I'd end it, but I'm not going to. Whatever. Didn't really answer Mark's question if I think Bitcoin's going to hit 100K, and I definitely, or by the end of the year, yeah, and I definitely do. I have a pretty high conviction. I don't have no metrics. This is just feeling. Just feeling. That's it. No thought. But I feel like Bitcoin's gonna crest over 100. Maybe go from like, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe 102 to 105. And then the floor may fall out. And it may go down back to like the 63 or something like that. That's probably a resistance level. It could do that. We don't know what's happening in the economy, right? We don't know what's coming down the pike. So if people need liquidity, Bitcoin can be sold 24 hours a day. Instant liquidity. Instant. Faster than gold, even though I was listening to Peter Schiff earlier. Good God, does he grasp and hold fast to being wrong. He is steadfast wrong. Holy Christ, man. He said some stupid shit in that video earlier. Yeah, you agree, huh? Just absolutely off the wall stupid shit that it should have stuck in my mind, but I'm not remembering what it was. But he was saying people can transfer gold, physical gold, faster than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's digital, dude. It only takes a couple keystrokes. Physical gold, and he even said like across the globe or across the world, something like that. He made some just outlandish statements today. I don't know if he made them today, but in the recording I was watching today, just wow. He gets Bitcoin. He does. The way he dances around the topic of Bitcoin. I'm doing this with my finger. He gets it. He gets it. And I know he gets it. I can hear it that he gets it. But he's so determined to not change his position. And I wrote this in a comment. If you're familiar with the movie Full Metal Jacket, well, the drill sergeant is hitting... I don't think he was a private at that time. Joker. Joker was the character's name. The drill sergeant is hitting Joker, and Joker is not willing to reverse his position, even though he knows that what he's saying is wrong. Or I forget the exact context. He was doing something wrong, and he didn't want to admit to it, or rather, I think he did admit to it. And the drill sergeant calls him out for admitting to it, but he continues to admit to it because if he reversed his position, the drill sergeant would beat him further for reversing his position and becoming weak, essentially. I feel like that's how Peter Schiff looks at Bitcoin. He knows Bitcoin is sound money. He dances around I don't know, for some reason 9/10 is coming to mind. He gets 9 out of 10 points, but he just won't admit. I'm sure he understands the 10th point, but he won't admit to it. Oh, man, Peter, dude. I respect the shit out of him, but man, just give it up, dude. Sometimes you got to admit that you're wrong for the sake of being right. So if I'm saying Bitcoin sucks, I'm wrong. I got to admit that I'm wrong for the sake of being right. Oh, I was wrong. Bitcoin's great. Anyways, I'm really going to end it at that. We're coming up on 19 minutes. I'm sure you guys are bored. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, because it does excite the algorithm and it will help the channel, which I would kind of like to grow this channel. If you find value, please pass it on. Invest accordingly.